Welcome everyone. My name is Scott Woodgate, and with me I have my good friend Yoav. We're here to talk about Azure security, but before we do that, Yoav, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi Scott, it's a pleasure to be here. So my name is Yoav, I'm from the Azure Security Product Management team, and I make Azure security easier for our customers.
Oh, that sounds like a simple charter.
Yep.
Okay, well, as you said, many customers are moving to Azure. Security is top of mind, but they don't necessarily know how to do that. What should customers think about in terms of the challenges that need to be solved when they're securing things in Azure?
So our customers want to enjoy the agility of the cloud. They want to do things quicker and get their applications to productions and shorten their time to market. But in this new environment, which is dynamic and ever-changing, there's new services and also a lot of built-in controls that can really help you secure your environment. Our customers ask themselves, how do I catch up with all that? How do I make sure that I properly configured Azure? How do I make sure that I don't have an insecure configuration and configuration drift that will literally open the door for an attack? That's the first concern that they have. The second concern that they have, even in Azure, they still need to meet regulatory compliances. That's why they want to know how to do it and how to do it quick so they can go to production. And third, our customers, when they use Azure, they also want to know that they are protected against threats. In case somebody manages to unlock the door, then you want to both block and detect that, contain the threat, and they want to make sure that they have threat protection that also works not only on traditional resources such as VMs or servers, but also on new resources, PaaS services, data services, and so on.
Gotcha. So there's this broad set of resources on Azure. It's a really big platform. The good news is there's lots of security controls, but how do you use those? And then there's this ever-evolving world of attackers that are threatening and hopefully not ever getting into your accounts. And so, how does Microsoft help you in that world?
So Azure Security Center helps you reduce the complexity of securing Azure by first allowing you to prevent configuration drifts, helping you to configure Azure in the way that is the most secure. And it's done by providing a list of recommendations, things that you need to do to secure your environment and manage your security posture. Second, it provides visibility into regulatory compliance by producing detailed compliance reports that you can hand off to the auditor. And third, it provides a comprehensive set of threat protection capabilities that span across the different services in Azure, PaaS and IaaS, and can even protect servers and VMs in other clouds. Azure Security Center has a unique advantage. It is seamlessly deployed to Azure. You simply click a button, enable it, you automatically discover the resources, and deploy it for you. It also supports, as a cloud solution, APIs, PowerShell commands, so you can integrate Security Center naturally to your continuous integration, continuous delivery processes. Security Center is part of Azure, it's part of its UI, it's integrated to it. So it's a very natural thing to do and use and gives a very easy admin experience to secure your environment.
Wow. It sounds like everybody should be using Azure Security Center. But before we dive in deeper, many customers are using existing products from our partners, just to name a few, Symantec or Checkpoint or a broad array of existing security vendors out there. How do they relate to Azure Security Center?
So it is very important that our customers will be able to migrate their workloads to the cloud and do it in a way that is secure. And they already have security solutions in place. We want to make sure that they can maintain their existing security workflows. The way that this is carried is that Security Center is integrated to a very large and vast ecosystem of third-party security solutions that work naturally with Azure Security Center. For example, a SIEM can be naturally integrated into Azure Security Center.
That's very cool. So let's just dive straight into a quick demo.
So this is Azure Security Center onboarding experience. What you see here is first that you get 30 days of a trial for free once you enable Security Center.
So it's not turned on by default. I need to enable it, right?
Yes, you need to click Security Center on the Azure menu.
Got it.
And then you'll be able to onboard all your resources, or just press Getting Started, or just if the first time you do this, you will immediately start there.
Okay.
And you can see the list of subscriptions that are not protected or partially protected by Security Center, and you can upgrade it. really with a click of a button, and that's it. That's how you onboard. And if I go to the overview, the dashboard of Security Center, we can see all the different areas that are part of Security Center, which are split into stripes. The first stripe is the overview or the overall security posture view of Security Center. Here you can see your secure score, which tells you how good you are in securing the environment, and you can monitor your secure score to see that it's increasing and improving over time, meaning that you're doing good.
Okay.
You can see your regulatory compliance state and whether there are issues that affect regulatory compliance that you need to take care of.
And it's just there, huh?
Yes. And you see your coverage. You can see all the different subscriptions that you have in the environment, and you can grant yourself permissions, for example, for the CISO office, to see all the subscriptions in Azure. And you can see which subscriptions are covered, partially covered, or not covered at all. So you know which of your Azure assets are protected.
Well, that one's a big deal because I know, not every Azure project is done by the same person or even department inside bigger customers, and some of those departments really understand security and go turn on a Security Center for their subscriptions, but a number of the others are more focused on building the app than security, and so lots of customers may have subscriptions that aren't covered, and I can just go here and look at it and fix it. That's pretty neat.
Yep, it is.
Okay.
And the second stripe shows you actually explains why we think that this is your security posture, why we think that this is your score, and gives you visibility into the different type of resources in Azure, compute and apps, data storage, networking, identity, and so on, and allows you to see what is the things that you need to do, what are the recommendations that you need to follow to secure the environment.
Okay.
So the last stripe is the threat protection slide. It shows you your threats over time, according to their severity, and you can drill down and see the details of all the different threats. And again, those threats are detected across all the different resources in Azure, VMs and PaaS resources alike.
Very cool. So Azure Security Center is the centralized dashboard that gives me visibility to the secure score, my compliance regulations, covered subscriptions, lets me look at the security posture of specific resources, and even protects me from threats. That's amazing. Check out the additional modules coming up to learn more about Azure Security Center.